Let's go over the cat vessels that you're responsible for practical number 3. So starting here at the heart, from here to here is your ascending aorta. From here to here is your aortic arch. And from here down is your descending aorta. And so coming off the aortic arch, you have 2 vessels. The first vessel, this is your brachiocephalic artery. And this one has 3 branches. The first branch is your left common carotid artery, and that goes up along the left-hand side of the trachea. Next branch is the right common carotid artery. That goes up the right side of the trachea. Your third branch is the right subclavian artery, and that's going to continue out and become the right axillary and the axillary armpit region, and then it's going to continue across the arm and become the right brachial artery. Okay, back to the aortic arch over here. Our next branch is the left subclavian artery. And then in the armpit area, this is the left axillary, and then the left brachial artery. Going down now, this is going to be the descending thoracic aorta right here, where it's in the thoracic cavity. Then it's going to cross through the diaphragm, which is this flap right here, and it's going to become the descending abdominal aorta. So the first branch off the descending abdominal aorta is the the celiac artery. There's your celiac artery right there. And we have 3 branches off the celiac artery. The first one is the hepatic artery right there. The second branch is the gastric artery going to the stomach. And the third branch is the splenic going to the spleen. And this one may branch a few more times further down. Then we're back on the descending abdominal aorta again. Our next branch off of that is the anterior mesenteric artery, which is supplying blood to the small intestine. Back on our descending abdominal aorta right here, the next branch off of it is this one right here, and this is your adrenal gland. And it's also going over here to the lumbar region, so this is your adrenolumbar artery. This would be a left adrenolumbar artery. And then we are back on our descending abdominal aorta right there. The next branch off of it is the renal artery going to the kidney, and this would be a left renal artery. And then we're back on our descending abdominal aorta right here. Next branch off of it is this little one that I've very carefully made sure not to break. This little artery right here is going over to the ovary. This is a female cat. So this is our gonadal artery. This would be a left gonadal artery. Okay, the next branch is this one right here. This is the posterior mesenteric artery going to the large intestine. And then we're back on the descending abdominal aorta right here. Next branch is the iliolumbar artery. This would be your left iliolumbar artery. And there's your right there. Okay, descending abdominal aorta again. We're going to come down to where it forks. So it's going to fork twice. The first fork, these are called the external iliac arteries. This would be a left external iliac artery. Now if you look in here, you can see there's a second branch. So this one, the second branch here would be your left internal iliac artery. And then there's a little vessel that continues down. This is called your caudal artery right there. Okay, going back to the left external iliac artery. Left external iliac is going to continue out across the leg, at which point we call it the left femoral artery. Okay, we've got one more artery in the lungs here. So if you see any blue, that's going to be your pulmonary artery. If you see any red, that's going to be your pulmonary vein. So they're switched. Okay, let's move on now to the veins. So starting again at the heart right here. This vessel is called your pre-cava. And then you have this smaller vessel which is going perpendicular to the pre-cava. This is your internal mammary vein. That supplies blood to the mammary. The pre-cava is going to branch, it's going to fork. The two forks are called the left brachiocephalic vein and right brachiocephalic vein. The brachiocephalic vein is going to branch. It's going to branch into this would be a left external jugular vein, and this would be a left subclavian vein. The left subclavian is going to branch into a left subscapular vein and a left axillary vein. And then this one's broken, but the left axillary vein continues down, at which point we call it the left brachial in the arm region. And then when we get to the elbow, we call it the left median cubital vein right there. Okay, we also have our transverse jugular, which is kind of gone on this cat, but it goes across here. Transverse jugular vein. Then we also have, on the right-hand side of the cat, this vein that's coming off the heart and going straight down on the right-hand side. This is called our azygous vein. Now, if we come posterior to the heart, we have this vessel, which is called the post-cava, right there. And if we find our post-cava, you can see it right here. Here would be your adrenolumbar vein. Here would be your renal vein. Here would be your iliolumbar vein. This would be a left. And then when the post-cava branches, it branches a little bit differently. And so it's going to branch into the left common iliac vein. And then we have another branch off of the left common iliac. So the left common iliac is going to continue out, at which point we call it the left external iliac, and then another branch right here is the left internal iliac. So there's your left internal iliac right there. And then this is still your left external iliac vein. The external iliac vein is going to continue out across the leg, at which point we call it the left femoral vein. And then our last one is our hepatic portal vein, which is a vein between the small intestine and the liver. And so right here is the hepatic portal vein. And in some of these cats that are triple injected, it'll be bright yellow. And that's all you need to know for the cat vessels.